life is so important and it is very critical, and it is important for us to save life, to just learn the skills that even if it's so basic, like somebody choking, you save the life.
The Kenya Red Cross Training Institute began its operations in 2010. This was necessitated by the gap in pre-hospital care and emergency response. The Kenya Red Cross Society, as a response organization, saw the need to formulate an institution that would be able to take care of this important gap in our healthcare system. We are able to bridge in the gap of pre-hospital care. These are emergencies that occur outside the hospital, where we are able to manage this patient at their hour of need, so that the damage caused by the accident or the emergencies they are in, we are able to stabilize them before being transferred for medical care within the hospital. So we began by training the emergency medical technicians back in 2010, and progressively in 2016, both the programs were registered by the Ministry of Education under the Technical Vocational Education Training Authority, TVETA, to certify qualifications in advanced emergency medical technicians and diploma in paramedicine.
What assessment are you doing?
I was lucky to be among the first cohort of the EMTs at Kenya Red Cross Training Institute.
I chose Kenya Red Cross Training Institute because for one, I have the passion in saving human lives, and two, I have the interest in working in the medical field as one of the many medical practitioners we have in Kenya and across the world.
During my entire time of transfer of patient with the nurses, sometimes we have an emergency that you have to resuscitate the patient along the way. So along the way, it was very challenging to see just a nurse struggling herself or himself. That is why I developed interest in joining KRCTI because of the short cases they offer and the kind of duration they have for the entire courses for us to get to that level.
I was looking for an institution with experience. According to the experience and the number they have trained the emergency medical technician, that would be best place for me to gain skills on how to deal with emergencies.
I can comfortably say that it was a turning point for me, because immediately I got license and I got the practice license for both BLS and CLS. People now kept on calling me to join them, institution calling me to join them, and immediately I finished up and got licensed and graduated. Within a time frame of 5 months, I was working with like 5 institutions at the same time.
You know, sitting there, you have doctors, nurses from different hospitals, and then they're listening to you. Now that's a plus.
When you work with patients and maybe after some time you get feedback from patients that it went down well, you helped me did something at some point, so I was not able to do it. I think for me, personally, I call those success stories.
Okay, before I used to fear, I used to think, how will I deal with seeing someone at the scene of an accident with one leg apart from the body. And because of them, I came to understand the human anatomy and all that, and with time I got used to, and I enjoy saving lives.
Let's go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Our training methods employs a lot of practical skills, majorly practical skills, both as at formative and summative assessment periods during the training of the students. So this ensures that the students have the practical skills that they need in the industry.
In the country, we are the only registered institution under the Technical Vocational Educational Training Authority to offer these two programs. And additionally, we are also recognized by the National Qualifications Authority. We're registered as a qualification center. Our qualifications are grade 5 and 6 globally, meaning our qualifications are recognized in every part of the world.
I attended some workshops that were being conducted by Red Cross, and I felt like it's the place I want to be. And the inspiration that I had, I only felt like I'm going to achieve it at Red Cross and not somewhere else.
There was a symposium at KNQA about the EMTs fire symposium. So of all the students that partnered, or rather were in the symposium, the student that emerged the best student so far was one of the students from Kenya Red Cross Training Institute, who emerged the best EMT for the year 2022.
When you compare Kenya Red Cross with other institutions, the quality of education they offer, it's the best.
We don't discriminate on the basis of culture, the cultural diversity. We embrace spiritual, religious diversity. People from different regions, be it locally in Kenya, regionally in Africa, and globally.
Our training is competency-based and we have zero error margin, meaning we cannot afford to play or risk human life.
Charging. Okay, 1, I'm clear, 2, you are clear, 3, we are all clear, and shock delivered.
I got the best lecturers. I actually was the best student of that class. Definitely, I got the best.
With Kenya Red Cross Training Institute, you are equipped with the necessary skills that will help you to respond to emergencies. They also equip with relevant skills as far as the emergency that you are going to meet outside.
Most of these skills that you are having, you find people who don't have the same skills. They are inquiring, where did you get these skills? Or how long have you been working in this field? And you tell them, I was in Kenya Red Cross. They nod their heads, and that's another indication that Kenya Red Cross Training School is really going far in that training.
Just the other day, I was just an ordinary person. But today, they have impacted me with skills that I have to ensure that I save a life where necessary and where I can.
When I train, I feel like I'm giving the best, and I can see that from my participant. I can get that from the feedback. The clients are happy.
One thing is that we have our board of management is very supportive, and the board of management encourages an open door policy. So we have every student has access to the faculty and to any other worker within the institute.
Kenya Red Cross Training Institute also plays a very big role in equipping the community members at the local level. And here we are looking at the local volunteers who can be trained in emergency first responder course.
Our new syllabus has adopted skills like life skills, soft skills, employability skills, entrepreneurship skills that ensures that our students are all-rounded. So we are having graduates that are not just expecting to be employed, but rather to be job creators or to be entrepreneurs in their cadre and in their industry, and can also be able to create jobs for other graduates in that particular industry as well.
So you bag, half squeeze, not the entire bag, half squeeze, and then, yes, so Kenyatta 1.
I was able to get distinction from the school, and it enabled me to assess job quickly. So I didn't tarmac so much when looking for a job.
We were prepared very well. I think given 3 months or 4 months of clinical placement, and we used to go back to the institution, as we go back to the hospitals that we used to work, it really made us aware that the things that we were learning in class was not theoretical things, but we really experienced the same things in the field. We really got real patients at the ground, and it made us realize that the thing that we were doing was really a good thing.
We do a lot of partnership with the International Organization for Migration, IOM. We train their medical staff in the region. We have done Burundi, Ethiopia, we have done Cameroon, and we will continue to do this in the coming year. We also train for the World Food Program around the globe. We have done their stuff in Ethiopia. We also partner with several health facilities in the country. We do train with Pandya Hospital. We train all the clinical facilities in the country. We also partner with the Nairobi Hospital, but Nairobi Hospital mostly on the occupational health and safety program. We do a lot of training for Mata Hospital also, their medical personnel, refreshing their skills in terms of the clinical staff. Besides that, we partner with various hospitals in the 47 counties. This is for the clinical placements for the EMTs and paramedics. As you are aware, they have to bridge the gap between pre-hospital and in-hospital. So we take them to experience transferring their skill sets within the hospital and connecting to the out of hospital. So the paramedics go for 4.5 months and the EMTs do their clinical rotation for 3.5 months.
To the students that are in school or to the students that are planning to join school, all I can say is that this is the best decision that they can ever make in their lives.
The quality of product they give to the students is of high dimension.
I look at KNCTI and its graduates and alumni playing a big role in developing the cadre of emergency medicine in this particular country. It's still a growing cadre that has a lot to do. And as we have graduates going out there in the field, participating in research, participating in the industry, they should be able to build the industry into a point that it can be able to accommodate even more paramedics and EMTs.
We have built trust, we have built confidence, and our level of training is competence-based. This means that whoever joins Kenya Red Cross Training Institute is guaranteed of, number 1, recognition, number 2, quality, and number 3, placement.
We purpose to lead the harmonization of the EMS care in Kenya, and this therefore means that we want to train students that would meet the industry needs, and would therefore be an institution that every other training institution that would want to train in the pre-hospital would be visiting for benchmarking.
But of course, we also want to see a partnership where we will be able to work with the government to implement or to bring forward the scheme of service for these graduates, which is what is lacking at the moment. We have made strides and we are at the discussion point where we are formulating the body that will govern this practice. And we hope by the end of this year we will have a scheme of service where we will be able to place the EMTs and paramedics for job placements by the government, either locally or internationally.